guys, welcome back to the show. Unless this is your first time, welcome to the show. This is Northwest Fisherman. My name's Chris, and as the title already told you, we're going to be opening the Mystery Tacklebox Elite Bass Box today, and I'm actually pretty excited. This thing is pretty heavy this week, but first I want to give a shout out. There's somebody, I don't know who it is, they watch the video every time I drop one, first thing in the morning, and they always like it right away. Don't know who you are, but shout out to you for helping out the channel. Yeah, so let's get this thing cracked open here real quick. Oh, what do we got? Oh, it is just packed full. Like, it's really full, guys. This is a good one. Also, to let you know, I'm going to be dropping a keyword in this video for the giveaway. All the information for that is going to be right down here in the description. So let's get started. First up, we got the Tightrope Baby Firework Super Jig. I have like 3 or 4 of these now, and they actually work pretty well. So it's a tiny little 1/4 ounce finesse jig. Just a little guy. It's got a nice weed keeper on it. Not a whole lot there. Super soft and subtle, so it gets right out of the way, and they do a pretty good job at keeping them in line, but I always kind of just fan them out like that. But yeah, so let's check out what we got for it, or for the hook keeper here. It's a single wire keeper. How well you guys can see that, but it's a single wire. It actually works really well. A little bitty baby hook, super finessey setup. It's only a 1/4 ounce. It's basically a ball head jig. You know, I keep getting these, but I'm not really ever upset that I get these, if that makes any sense. I mean, I haven't lost one yet, but I'm also not upset that I got another one. Alright, next up we got another Phoenix bait stand-up sparky jig and a 3/8. This is going to be a dark green pumpkin color here. Let's crack this open. Throw that over there. Of course, we got a stand-up style head. So this is supposed to set basically like that in the water, and then whatever your trailer on it is helps it float and helps it stay up, so it stays up like that. Okay, nice long skirt, sweet color. This color works absolutely everywhere. The weed guard here, nice, subtle, very soft. It's kind of like the bristles on like the good shop broom. That's what these bristles are like. It's like a good shop broom. Just hard enough that it does the job, but not too hard that it just pushes stuff across the floor. Let's see what we got for a hook keeper. It's just ribbed lead right there. Nothing fancy. Doesn't need to be fancy because it just works. This is another jig that is going to be really good. This is a solid jig right here. Nothing fancy, not hand tied, nothing, but it does work. Works great. All right. So this is a Biospun Rattlebox craw, 2.5 inch bait, 1/2 ounce weight. Our color on this is called Magma. I've never actually had a Magma or a rattle box. I've always kind of looked at them on the website because they're usually part of a deal, but I haven't really seen them. And this red color, because it's got a matte finish to it, makes me pretty excited. So you got dark contours, you got some eyes back here because it's supposed to be a craw, and they go backwards. A little bit of gold here to accent it. I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to go. Standard hardware, the hooks aren't too big, they're not too small. Let's get a load of that sound. So I'd call that like an in-between rattle. It's not too loud, but it's not too quiet. This necessarily wouldn't be a great bait for super dark water, but dark enough water or super late into winter, this will be great because it's just subtle enough but it's also still loud enough. But yeah, pretty sweet color scheme on that. Plus it's kind of a matte finish, so that'll be interesting. Because that's another thing I've wanted to play with recently is some of my baits that I have extras of, or some of my baits that I don't love the color, hitting them with a little bit of like matte clear coat, like you would use on like a car or something like that, to kind of get this effect. Alright, so moving on, we got an Excite Bait XB1, dives 2 to 5 feet, 3/8 ounce. It's got that weight transfer system. This one's called Blushing Shad. Okay, so anytime it says anything like blushing or whatever, I get excited because I have a lot of rainbows in my lake, and if that blushing color hits hard enough, it can fool the fish into thinking it's a juvenile trout. So on this guy here, let's see if I can hit it with that light. There is a slight pinkish red stripe that goes down. I don't know how well the camera's going to really pick this up, but there is one. It's got your standard spot. You can really feel that weight transfer system in there because it's got this channel right along there that the weight moves. Good square bill. I actually oddly kind of really like the XB1. I mean, it's a cheaper bait, but it does work. It's a lot like the Sparky jig. It ain't the fanciest thing, but it works. Big, heavy single knocker with that weight transfer system, plus there's a little smaller rattle up front. Super sticky hooks. Actually, for being a no-name brand hook, these are actually pretty good. I'm pretty sure they're no-name. Does it say? Nope. It does not say what brand the hook are. But they're good hooks. I haven't broken one of these yet, and I have several of these. I'm really happy with this color. This color's exciting. This will be a good square bill. Alright. Next we got the Carl's Amazing Golden Boy 3 to 5 foot diver. Square bill. Color on this guy is going to be OG Sexy. Let's crack this open here. I don't love all of the Carl's baits, but I do love the packaging. The packaging makes me pretty happy. So it's just a square bill. Classic sexy shad pattern. Good quality. Small hooks. I'm not sure how I feel about those small hooks. They could have been a little bit bigger. Pretty decent bait though. Never had a golden boy. Let's listen to that rattle together. Super soft. Really muted. Quiet. This will be a good subtle bait. Alright, moving on. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way. Okay, so I never get upset when I get hooks. Because it's terminal tackle and, well, go through a fair amount of terminal tackle. Whether you're catching fish or you're not catching fish or you're catching stumps. I typically change out and get rid of my hooks after I catch like 5 or 6 fish on them, or when they start to feel dull, or about the 3rd bog, or when they get bent. Now the spear point hooks versus a traditional EWG, one thing I really like about these, and it's kind of a catch-22. So I kind of hate the spear point, but I kind of really like it. So you see this added angle here, right here at the end. So what I do when I bait this, I over angle when I go to put it on for like a Texas rig, or if I'm rigging it for like Carolina or whatever, weightless, whatever. I'll use that as a way to help keep this hook point buried. So on a standard EWG style hook, it's just a curve. Well, with this, with that extra added angle, it helps keep the bait up and straight and rigged properly. I especially really like throwing like stick baits on the spear point hooks. Now, the thing I do not like about the spear point hook is I've broken a couple. So, it's not exactly the perfect hook for heavy duty jobs, but it's a good hook, especially when things get a little bit more finessey. And a 3/0, that's a wonderful size for this time of year. Throw these in like 2 flukes and rock and roll with them. Throw them on a donkey rig. For those of you that don't know what a donkey rig is, so you take a swivel, alright, and you tie a piece of line onto it, and then you take another point off that swivel, like higher up or whatever, and you tie another piece of line that's longer on it, and then on each one of those, you throw a weightless EWG hook on it, and then you throw a fluke on it, or insert whatever bait. So when you're working it like a weightless jerkbait, 1, you're using twice as many baits. 2, you're creating that much more of a commotion with those 2 baits close to each other, flipping around and stuff like that. And 3, you got twice as many hooks in the water. And you can get a double on it, so I suggest going with heavier line for a main on there, maybe like 14. And you know, we'll just make that the keyword for this video, donkey. That's a good one, donkey. Anyway, moving on past that, this is the Molix Trago Spintail, 1/4 ounce. Okay, so this is pretty neat. Here, let's get this open. New innovative design, lead free. Oh, it is lead free. That's cool. So it's all zinc. Oh, put that over there. Okay, so it's a it's just a little tail spinner made out of zinc. Colorado blade out back, standard. Wonderful color. This will be super awesome for when the bass start to get picky or finicky, or you just want to go a little bit shallower than normal. This will be a great small finesse bait. Plus, you can work it like a jig, you can treat it like a yo-yo, you can do all kinds of stuff with it, but get that up there so you guys can really see it. It's going to be hard because it's little. But this thing has a lot of color and a lot of flash. This will be, well, this is good now, actually. This is really great now. I usually don't like tail spinners that much, but I think I'm definitely really going to use this one. Alright, we got some soft baits. Let's crack these open and see what we got. Grande Bass, 4-inch kickback shad. Color is Hot Gold Shiner. Okay, I love paddle tails. And 4-inch paddle tail, I am not going to say no to. It's got that nice semi-transparent color with some red in it. It's great for right now, and it's going to be even better come springtime when we get closer to the spawn. It's just a ribs paddle tail. Nothing fancy, but I'm not going to say no to this. This is fantastic. Okay. Wow, that's exciting. I really like this color. So these will also make great trailers for swim jigs and stuff like that. Throw this back on the back of like a bluegill swim jig, or fish it just on an underspin. This is great. This is really, really good right now. Alright, so this is a Biwa War Axe, 4-inch. It's a craw. Oh, I forgot to even check. Are these scented? No, they're not scented. They're just extra gooey. But they are salted. Check out these guys. Okay, so what's the color on this? Okeechobee. Should have known. So, looks like a traditional craw. Nice, thick, heavy body all the way up. So this would be really good. Maybe not so much on this jig, but it would be pretty good on this jig. On the stand-up. Cut the head off a little bit there. Shorten it up just a little bit. Like that. Just take like that first, all the way up to the first appendages. It'd be perfect. Or you could leave it long. I mean, it doesn't matter that much, but this time of year I'd like to shorten it up. And that color matches up perfectly with that dark green pumpkin. It's a nice bait. Not scented. Is it scented? Smells scented. Yep. B2A scent formula. It's got salt in it. So the easiest way for like when you're fishing baits and you're just not having any luck, just rough them up a bunch. It opens up the salt. Yeah, this has got salt in it. Yeah, see? I don't know if you're gonna see that. But yeah, see the salt on my hand? Yeah, just rough them up. It opens up that salt. And it takes the shine off the bait itself. Sometimes that's what they want. Alright, so let's get this price breakdown out of the way real quick here. See how well we did. Spintail, $10. I really like that spintail. I just don't know. I don't know if I would $10 like that spintail. Where did I put that little spintail? It's here somewhere. I'll find it when I clean up. Oh, it's fine. Excite Baits XB1, $8.49. I like the XB1. I'm not sure I $8.49 like it. Biospun Rattlebox Craw, $8.49. I'm pretty sure that was on $1 sale, so that's kind of lame. Golden Boy, I know that was on $1 sale, but that's also $6.99. I'm pretty, yeah, and I also get, because I'm a Carl's member, I also get discounts on both of these. So that's kind of lame. The Kickback Shad, definitely $6.49. I'd pay that for those all day long. That's a standard plastic bait, soft plastic price. And there's enough of them in there. That's a cool color. Like it. $5.99 Fireworks Super Jig. No. Biwa War Axe, $5.99, definitely all day long. That's gonna be a cool craw. I'm not big on jigs, but that's one I'm definitely gonna use. Stand up Sparky Jig, $4.50, absolutely all day long. That is a great jig, and the Phoenix baits that I've gotten from my mystery boxes, I've liked them. I've liked them a lot. And last one are those spear point hooks. I already told you guys, love-hate relationship with it, but I'm still going to use them. So we got our book, Chupacabra kind, Chupacarpa kind. 3 frog colors that work everywhere, bright, dark, natural, that's, yeah. Slipping into the depths, spinnerbait versus chatterbait. Okay, so this little page right here, this is an entire video. I could do an hour on spinnerbait versus chatterbait. Deadly drop shot's legit. Netting comes easy. On the line, winner Ryan Lynn. I must have missed that. I didn't make the creators you look up to the most. Oh well, it's okay. We're working on it, guys. We're working on it with your help. Finding peacock bass in Colombia. I would love to go fish peacock bass in Colombia. that would be like a 20 video mini movie saga event if I got to go fishing for peacock bass in Colombia. I'd make a giant saga event out of if I got to go to Texas and fish for like a week. That'd be awesome. Carl's fishing trip guide. Okay, let's just do this really quick. First letter, my name, ice fishing, and then, oh, I can't give you guys my birthday. Okay, that's kind of funny, but yeah, you guys aren't gonna be able to read that. Anyway, let's get on to our sticker. I have this sticker. I like this sticker. This sticker's dope. A little deer and a little fishy. Got a little gun going bang and a fishing pole hooked up with the fish. I like stickers. Don't judge me. Anyway, so that's it, guys. This box, this box was really, really good. This almost makes up for the panfish and trout box. If the panfish and trout box would have been half this good, I would have been way more excited. I still cannot believe I lost the little tail spinner. Oh, bumped the camera. Or microphone. But yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh well, it's fine. I'll find it. Anyway, so yeah, information about the giveaway is right down below. Next week, I'm going to be doing the final one. I believe it's the 16th is the final video. Or no. Yeah, I don't know. I'll come up with it. But next week is going to be the final video for the final keyword. And then 2 or 3 days after that, then I will be doing the drawing, because I want to have the box, all the stuff, to whoever wins before Thanksgiving. So that way, if they can sneak away from their family, or if their family is on a lake, they can use their new stuff. Or they can just use that wonderful 3, 4, 5 day weekend that some people get and go explore. Yeah, so that's the video, guys. We're getting really close to 300 subscribers. That really, really humbles me. I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, so stay safe. Just keep track of the cold water. Be really, really safe. If you can help it, don't go out alone. And let people know where you're going. Wear your safety stuff. And tight lines. Take care.